Nobody in the building yet. What up, though, ATP? A little late catching this live right now. I don't know where you at right now, but covering this fight. Boop, 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 boop. Bacoli, a little chunky, man. Chunky little heavyweight, tall heavyweight right there. Round two, 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the heavyweight fight between Okoli and Lorena. Um, Honestly, came in the middle of the first round. Was out chilling by the pool today, but I'm catching up with this fight right now. Co-main event right now. Minute 55 seconds left in the second round right here. Coley taking his time. Both fighters look, this is a heavyweight division. This is what happens. But Coley sitting on that jab, trying to maintain control of that distance. Obviously, trying to hit him and close out with that big right hand. Little combination jet. Referee separates him in a bit of an early clinch. Bear with me as I try to catch up with myself in this fight right now. Salute to everybody who's in the building. If you're in the building right now, I know it's a pop-up live, so it is what it is. Checking it out right now. Mark, listen, Okoli, getting looked at as one of the up-and-coming heavyweights in the division, coming up in the cruiserweight or bridgerweight division. Nice combination by Okoli, dropping that jab off on the right hook and ending it with a left check hook to the body. Here, Lorena looked like he's trying to deal. And really, Lorena just getting himself ready for a heavy shot, but Bacoli not allowing that to happen, controlling the distance with that jab. So it is what it is. Bacoli tries to hop on his toes. Then straight right hand to the body by Bacoli, measuring with that jab, coming through with that right hand. Keep it measuring that jab. I don't know if the referee's going to say anything to Bacoli for using that jab as a distance, using it to kind of like brace Lorena there for that shot. But it is what it is. Salute to everybody who's in the building, man. Texas T346 in the building. Salute, man. What's good, man? Just in time. Yeah, man, I'm a little late, man. I'm on vacation right now, hanging with the family, but I'm like, look, I got to catch at least the co-main event and the main event, right? Got a party I got to go to a little bit later here, a little celebration, birthday celebration a little later this evening. But this fight's doing well, man. We at hitting the 12-second mark in the second round right now. But Coley doing a good job of just measuring Lorena with that lead left hand and hitting him with shots directly, right hands to the body, right hands up top, trying to set Lorena up obviously for that big right hand. Coley's earned himself a reputation, a bit of a knockout artist in the game. End of the second round. If you ask me, I'm going to give Coley 2-0. Coley, a big dude, man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Coley at Bridgeweight looked like a fit big dude, but at heavyweight, man, he almost looks a little too big, man. So I'm interested in seeing what he looks like in the ring with those up and coming heavyweights, the Martin Bacolis and the G Caballeros in the division, the Moses Atumas. These are the fighters that he's gonna have to get himself ready for. I believe he shares a camp with Moses Atuma, so I'm sure that fight to get pushed out as far as possible. But look, man, it is what it is. Salute to everybody who's in the building. We got 6 guys in the building right now. I know we building it. If you're stepping in here, hit that like button. Trying to give you guys some good commentary and play-by-play on what I'm seeing. Wembley Stadium looks like it's prepared for a full crowd tonight. Definitely not packed out right now, but you got to think that between Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk and all the legacy that they're bringing in the ring, that this is going to be a packed out building. I'm expecting 80,000 plus people in the arena tonight. Here we are, top of the third round, 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the third round right now. Both guys in the middle of the ring. Coley back on measuring him with that jab, using that jab as a measuring stick, really not throwing it as much as I thought he might throw it, but really setting him up for that right hand. Nice combination by Coley right there. Straight right hand to the body of Lorena. Investing in the body of Lorena, looking to set him up with something heavy up top, hopefully bringing Lorena's guard down a little bit as he keeps aiming at that body, using that jab as a measuring stick right now to aim. Level changing with the jab right there, sticking him to the body. Nice right hook to the body by Coley, stepping in with a check left hook, continuing to try to control the distance. Lorena is looking for some sort of trying to catch the rhythm and understanding of ultimately ending up where he needs to be. Let's be honest. Lorena needs to make this a mid-range, close-range fight. Okolie not allowing that to happen for free. As Lorena's trying to figure her out, Okolie's meeting him right there at the crossroads with heavy right hands straight to the solar plexus, into the body. Nice right hook by Okolie. Lorena catches it off his gloves, keeping that high guard. What is Lorena going to do? What is Lorena willing to do? At some point, we're at a minute and 35 seconds, going a minute 35 seconds in the third round here. Lorena's gonna have to take some chances here. He's gonna have to take some big risk here against a big puncher in Lawrence Okolie to make something happen here, because Lawrence Okolie has no intentions of doing more than what he's doing, which is controlling the pace of this fight with that jab and setting him up with that right hand. And when every time Lorena gets in there, he's initiating that clinch. Salute to everybody who's in the building. Adam in the building says, I hope there's no WWE refs that buy Usyk Oscar-winning performance acting like he got low blowed again. Salute Claymore. Hey, Adam, man. Listen, this is gonna be a big fight here for Daniel Dubois. Obviously, you know what I mean. We'll see how he delivers it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Daniel Dubois should double up on what he was doing, aiming for that body, working that body. Usyk doesn't like it there. Let the referee do his job. But as a heavyweight, up and coming champion, you know, you got to do your job. You can't worry about what happened in the past. And if he does get derailed from that nice check left hook to the body by Lawrence Okolie, Lorena needs to do something, man. We're at a 30-second mark here in the third round, counting down in this third round here. Lorena needs to do something real. He needs to go for it. You know, I mean, look, there's 10 rounds in a fight. We're not even halfway through the fight, so I guess he could pace it out. Maybe he's testing the condition of Lawrence Okolie. I'm not sure, but Lawrence Okolie seems to be keeping a good pace here. You're not going to test the condition of Lawrence Okolie without pushing the pace on him a little bit. Lawrence Okolie using that jab, using that lead left hand as a measuring stick, just sticking it out there, holding it out there, and as soon as Lorena goes for it, he's meeting him halfway down the road there with a crazy right hand. End of the third round here. Lawrence Okolie kind of dragging his feet a little bit to his corner, but you know, big men drag their feet sometimes. I don't know if that represents the state of mind that he's in, or where his conditioning's at. We'll see. What's going on in the building, man? We got 5 people in the building. Hit that like button as you're coming in. We got a view here of Daniel Dubois in the back. Daniel Dubois looking slim, trim, and in shape. The question for Daniel Dubois tonight is going to be, where's his mental status at? You know, how does he feel about this? This fight right here holds a lot of weight for him in his past against Alexander Usyk. Got to have a little bit of nerves going through his system right now, but also wouldn't be shocked how confident he might be based off those last 3 fights that he went through getting up to this point. You know, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to see how Daniel Dubois deals with those nerves. And of course, we always love watching Alexander Usyk put on the show. 7 people in the building right now. Adam says, I think Daniel definitely has to go for the kill, just like he did against AJ. You mess around trying to outbox Usyk, you're going to lose, no doubt. Salute Fight Sports Talk. What's good with you, man? No, I agree with you 100%, Adam. He has to be himself in this fight, man. He has to apply that pressure. We're at 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the 4th round right now. Referee separating these guys as they end up clinching each other. You know how these heavyweights can get. Lawrence Okolie back on that left hand, trying to control that distance, and Lorena back to trying to find a way to get inside of that and work some sort of mid-range, close-range game. I'll be honest with you, Lorena has really just kind of got his feet stuck in the mud. He needs to take some chances, man. Work that body. I'm shocked Lorena isn't stabbing into the body a little bit more and working over them top right, top left hooks, just like he did right there, a little more often. Really letting Lawrence Okolie off the hook a little bit and allowing him to pace himself. You know, work the big man, test his condition. Lawrence Okolie with a nice uppercut to the midsection there, right to the body of Lorena right there, working off the back of that jab. And Lorena not doing a good job of really setting this off. Lawrence Okolie works into that clinch and check left hooks to the body, allowing the referee to come and separate them. We're at a minute and 47 seconds left in the 4th round right now. I don't see Lorena doing anything special right now to make the big difference in this fight. Lawrence Okolie is just being left to his jab and allowed, not really being moved off his soapbox right now, just operating at his pace. You would think Lorena would be interested in pushing the pace a little more. Lorena takes a step forward and tries to close that range, ends up in the clinch of Okolie, works a little check right hook in there, and but ultimately referee separates them. They're back at square one again. Lawrence Okolie back on that jab, measuring him with that jab, and there he goes. Lawrence Okolie with a big right hand up a hook with the right hand, comes off the gloves of Lorena, really doesn't hit anything significant. Lawrence Okolie goes for a big uppercut there, hits air. Lorena looking to capitalize. There we go, straight left hand by Lorena, looking to capitalize off of Lawrence Okolie's maybe conditioning and getting off some counter shots, counter punching, but it's not working for him. There goes Lorena, works a little bit more right now, and on the inside, hooking off to the body, coming over the top with some check left hooks. The referee's warning him, calls a timeout right now, brings both guys to the center of the ring and lets him know we need a clean fight here. All this clinching, all this dirty boxing, it's cute and everything, but we got to give these guys a show. Let's make something happen right now. Both guys seem to agree and be on the same page about what needs to happen in this fight. Here we go, 40 seconds left in the fourth round. Referee allows them to go get back on it. Lawrence Okolie starting to stab him with that jab, allowing that left hand to do more work than measuring him right now. Going ahead and using that lateral movement a little bit to move to the right, and Lorena straight right hand, straight left hand to the body. Lawrence Okolie responds with a straight right hand up top and a straight right hand down to the body. Back into the clinch. These guys are in the clinch again. Referee jumps in the middle of these guys to separate these guys. We're at 12 seconds into the fourth round right now. 10 seconds into the fourth round. Not a big action-packed fight right now. Lawrence Okolie trying to get off a combination that makes sense and trying to get Lorena out of there. And Lorena just taking his time and not letting his hands go. Hands in his pocket, man. We're done with the fourth round right now. If you're asking me to score this right now, I got to give it to Lawrence Okolie. 4 rounds of zip. We'll see what they're able to do, right? It is what it is. How many people we got in the building right now? We got 11 people in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button on your way in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, take an opportunity to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys building with me. You see, I'm chilling right now. I'm on Las Olas Beach in Fort Lauderdale, chilling with the family. Just came by the pool. You know what I mean? Got in a little bit, getting some time to myself here. Later at night, got a little event I got to get to, but had to at least cover the cold in the main event of this fight right now, right? Getting to the conversation with my community here as we're building off this boxing. Stadium is supposedly going to be 80,000 plus people in attendance to see Daniel Dubois and Alexander Usyk figure out who is the undisputed and best heavyweight champion in the world, right? We're at the top of the fifth round right now. Lawrence Okolie starts to fight off with a good left jab right there. Lorena walking him down in that high guard. Lorena needs to take a chance. You're halfway through a 10-round fight right now and haven't done anything significant or taken any real chances to do something special in this fight. This fight right here holds a lot of weight. The winner of this fight right here gets in the conversation of the top 10 heavyweights in the division right now. So look, this is a big deal right here. This is for a WBC silver championship belt right here. This puts you right there where you want to be in that sanctioning body. I would, if I was Lorena, I would go out on my shield in this fight. But it is what it is, right? We're just here to call it. We can't fight for these guys. Referee separates him in the clinch. Lorena really not doing anything significant here. Lorena is back going between a high guard and bringing his hands down to his waist. Looks confused as to what he should do to make something happen here with Lawrence Okolie. Lawrence Okolie taking his time, measuring with the left hand, measuring with the right hand, and tries to catch him with a left uppercut. Nice right hook by Lawrence Okolie, letting his hands go a little bit. Nice heavy right hand uppercut to the body of Lorena. Lorena trying to stalk Lawrence Okolie, but Okolie not going backwards, but waiting on Lorena to let his hands go and get something going on with that counterpunch. Really not turning into anything exciting for any of the fans to watch right now. Salute to everybody in the building right now. Ant McQueen says, salute to 2 Cents in the building. Salute Frequent in the building. Allowing to man to poke and prod them step up. 100 Ant McQueen, 100%. I agree with you. A whole lot of traffic from Okolie too. Yeah, and I agree with you, man. I think it's Lorena needs to take an opportunity to do something right now. Be explosive. You know what I'm saying? Give Lawrence Okolie something to think about. Test his conditioning. Get him a little bit more defensive. Right now, he's taking his time. Lawrence Okolie with a 3-punch combination off the jab goes with the straight right hand and ends it with a right hand to the body, and no response from Lorena. 52 seconds left in the fifth round right now, counting down. Here we go, Okolie there we go. Lorena looks like he caught him with something there, but not enough to make a big difference. It'd be nice to see him capitalize off that and move a little bit with a little bit of resolve on him right now. Consistently monitoring Lorena 100%. Ant McQueen, a whole lot of traffic from Okolie too. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Salute to my brother. Assalamu alaikum, Fly Frequency in the building. What's good with you, fam? Got my laptop here in the corner, working off my phone here. And of course, I got the big. I don't know how big the screen is. Got a big old screen right here in the hotel here that we're catching this fight off of here. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Let me go ahead to the comment section here. Let's see, man. It is what it is. Salute to everybody in the building. Okoli, whoa, nice right hand. Nice check right hook by Serena catches Okoli on the way in, trying to catch one of those big time right uppercuts. Very similar to what Daniel Dubois went through with Anthony, excuse me, what Anthony Joshua went through with Daniel Dubois right there. But Okoli got a good chin on him, right? We are done. 5 rounds down. You got to give that round once again to Lawrence Okoli. Lawrence Okoli looking a little bit winded, just a little bit. Lawrence Okoli put on a lot of weight to be in his heavyweight division. I'm used to seeing him being one of the slimmer Bridgerweights, just a lot more in shape. But he's a real big guy, man. Real big guy, man. It looks like that conditioning is going to get tested as it usually does for a lot of these heavyweights. Let's see what he's able to do here in the 6th round. Salute 2 cents says, Ant, did the tube bend the corner? Yeah. Salute 2 cents. Oh, yeah, as we step in the building, hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, man. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Top of the 7th round here. Let's see if Lorena can do something special here. At this point, Lorena's maybe got one of the swing rounds in there, possibly. So maybe he needs to win every single round in this fight just to run a draw. No less a victory. Lorena needs to do something special right here. Okoli stabbing him with that left hand, just using it as a measuring stick as he's been doing all night long. And Lorena doing nothing but catching shots on his gloves and looking to set up that left hand. But he needs to get a little more active and start winning these rounds. If this goes to 12 rounds, it's hard to see Lorena taking a decision over Lawrence Okoli fighting the way he does right there. There we go, fighting inside the clinch, inside that closed range. Ends up in the clinch. Referee separates him. Back to square one in the middle of the ring. Lawrence jabbing him, doubling up on that left hand, doubling up on that jab. There we go, straight right hand or a jab right to the body of Lawrence Okoli by Lorena. Okoli responds with a 1-2 up top, ends up with a right hand straight to the solar plexus of Lorena. Lorena trying to walk down Lawrence Okoli, make something happen. Lawrence Okoli staying on that jab, controlling the distance. Lorena shoots a left hand over to the solar plexus of Lawrence Okoli, hits mostly gloves in the air. And we're back at it right in the middle of the ring. 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the 6th round here as Lawrence Okoli continually is allowed to use that left hand as a rangefinder. Lorena not doing anything to have any kind of real separation in these rounds here and just allowing Lawrence Okoli to run off with an easy win. Nice straight right hands to the body by Lawrence Okoli. 2 times in a row, Lorena does not respond. Does not respond. It is kind of insane watching this come together right now. M Queen, it's the ghetto of YouTube. I expect no different at this point. Clay, did you catch the prelims? 2 cents. I didn't catch the prelims, man. I didn't really get a chance to catch it, man. I was down there by the pool and kicking in with the wife and my sister, and just didn't get an opportunity to catch those fights, man. I'm so sorry, man. I wish I caught them. How were they though? 2 cents. How were those prelims? Did they deliver? Did they deliver? Let's see, Garuli, aka Georgia Ginobili, looks like a solid prospect. I saw that fight. I did see that fight. He pummeled. I can't remember who he was fighting. Who was first? I can't remember who he was fighting, but I did see that fight. I didn't see that was like the first fight on the prelims. Garuli. So I saw that 2 cents. 5 people in the building right now. Let's make sure we're hitting the lights on the way in there. There we go. Okoli with that straight right hand, check left hook to the body. So Lorena has no answers. We're at the 6th round. 22 seconds left in the 6th round. And what Lorena willing to do here? What chances he will go out on your shield here? Nice overhand left by Lorena on Okoli. Check right hook to the body. Back on that jab. As Okoli's taking his time, picking him off with that jab. Lorena's starting to let his hands go a little bit more and doing a better job at cutting off that ring. A clinch initiated. Okoli leans on Lorena. We are at the end of the 6th round here. Score it how you want to score it. I do have Okoli 6 rounds to zip. Kai Fly in the building. Salute. Kai Fly says that poster make it look like you on a boat. I know, right? No, I'm not on the boat, man. It's just a picture behind me, man. It's just a picture behind me, man. It's what they got set up here in the room, man. You know what I mean? Having a good time though. I ain't gonna lie. Out here in Los Angeles, but having a real good time. I ain't gonna lie. Pick the right spot, man. Flow, Fort Lauderdale, man. Flow Hotel, man. amenities out the hoo ha. Right, was downstairs by the pool early day party going down there. DJ going crazy. Had me a nice Lulu's chicken. You know what I mean? Plate right down there. Had me a couple of you know what I mean. Jake Paul getting interviewed right now. I have no idea what he's saying, but look, Jake Paul here in the UK means something, right? Rumors circulating about Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua. What is Jake Paul doing at a Turkey event in the UK? Who knows? Turkey already expressed how he feels about putting that fight together. Wants to see Jake Paul get that mouth shut. He thinks Anthony Joshua will be the one to do it. So it is what it is, right? We're at 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the seventh round of this fight. Okolie lets off, is starting to get comfortable, letting off that right hand. Whoa, Okolie's starting to let the hands go. Lorena just standing there, not moving his head off the line. How much of this can Lorena take? Big shots by Okolie, whether they're being blocked or not being blocked. Okolie doing a good job of mixing it up top to the body. Great combinations of Lorena not doing anything as Okolie is waiting patiently. Wanting to really counterpunch Lorena and put him in some bad situations, but Lorena just has his hands in his pockets. He's doing nothing special, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing special coming out of this guy. What did he plan on doing? Did he think Okolie was gonna sit his chin on the mantle and allow him just to swipe it off? You gotta earn it, young bull. We need combinations. We need head movements. We need a campaign to the body. We need to see you setting up these shots. Straight left hand down the middle by Lorena. Okolie just moves off the right off that center point and just meets him with a jab. There Okolie is. Nice check right hook by Serena on by Lorena, excuse me, on Okolie. Okolie gets off the line and resets everything. Here we go. Okolie using that left hand, using that jab to just measure and keep Lorena at distance. There we go. 1-2 by Okolie right down the middle. Lorena tries to stab out there with that jab with them short arms. You think he'd want to follow that up. Use that jab as something to cross the void, but step into it so that you're there to let that left hand go, do work to the body. Upper, excuse me, hooks to over the top of that jab. What are you gonna do? 2 Cents says, Clay, you definitely could professionally call fights. Thank you, 2 Cents. I appreciate that, man. Adam says, I knew Lorena was nothing special after that Hooney fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's not doing anything special tonight, man. Really allowing Lawrence Okolie, in my opinion, I picked Lawrence Okolie. I'll be obviously leaning towards him to win this fight. But I think Lorena could have made Lawrence Okolie work a lot harder in this fight, man. Test his conditioning. Lawrence Okolie on his toes right now. Nice. Off that jab, coming off with a right hook right to the solar plexus of Lorena. No response. Lorena has no solutions, no response to what Lawrence Okolie is being allowed to do, which is take his time. And he's using that left hand. He's using it as a rangefinder. There we go. Check a left hook by Lawrence Okolie. Follows it up with a right hand. Pivots and spins off on Lorena. Back to the center of the ring. Lorena doing nothing special in this fight. Lawrence Okolie stabs into the body with a left hand to the body. Using that left hand as a rangefinder. Bouncing right to left. Back on his left. Straight left hand by Serena. Does catch Okolie on the way out. But look, man, it's over with. End of the seventh round. We're down. At this point, I could comfortably say that Lorena needs an actual knockout to win this fight. Anything else is just not going to work for him, right? So we'll see what he's willing to do. You got to take a chance. This is the big show for these guys. Right on a turkey card, Ring Magazine. This right here, even on the back end of a loss, if you perform and you give the crowd what they want, Turkey will bring you back. Is Lorena mind where it needs to be to take the chance that he needs to do? Go out on your shield, make it happen, right? Mm. Oh man, just water, man. That's all it is. Salute to everybody in the building. We got 9 people in the building. Let's make sure we're hitting that like button as we come into the building, man. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. Salute to L Dub, the boxing plug in the building, man. Always good to see you in the building. Aunt McQueen says, man, Lorena's coach should be telling him to forget about the dominant. Hold on, let me put it here. Let's see here. Let's get it up top here. Let's get it where it needs to be here. What's going on here? I need this. Okay, I don't know what's going on. My MacBook acting weird, so it is what it is. We're at round 8, 2 minutes and 42 seconds into round 8 right here. Let's see if Lorena is willing to take an opportunity to make something happen here. Oh, what's going on? It's not allowing me to pull up any messages. All right, user, remove. What is this? What is this? Oh man, it is what it is. I don't know. Can't read this stuff here. Doesn't come up. We're at 2 minutes and 15 seconds going into the round 8 right now. Okoli standing on that left jab. No response by Lorena. No kind of sense of urgency by Lorena to make something special to win this fight. Look, this is what we're talking about. You know, fighters, this is what Turkey's talking about. Where is the sense of urgency for Okoli to make something happen, push it in this fight right now, and try to get something going to win this fight? You know, he's just sitting there doing nothing. Lawrence Okoli allowed to just use that left jab as a measuring stick. He's throwing it with a little bit more bad intentions, but ultimately Lorena is not doing anything to push it on his fight. Lawrence Okoli dealing with a nice, comfortable lead right here. What's his motivation to do anything more than what he's doing right now? It's one win at a time to get into the top 5, top 10 conversation in the heavyweight division. Why take a risk by Lawrence Okoli right now? If Lorena's not going to make it happen, nice off the jab, works a straight right hand right to the solar plexus of Lorena. We're at 1 minute and 15 seconds into the 8th round right now. We got 2 more rounds of championship rounds. Lorena just following the leader, allowing Okoli to control the pace and the cadence of this fight right now and doing nothing special that's going to get him a win right now. Okoli just measuring him with that left hand, taking his time, seemingly trying to set him up with a heavy right hand. Nice straight right hand to the body by Lawrence Okoli right there. Lorena with no response. Back on that weak jab, to be honest with you, following Lawrence Okoli down. Lawrence Okoli just walking him in the straight right hands and being allowed to use that left hand just to measure Lorena. Nothing special happening in this fight, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Ant McQueen says lead hook as well, similar to what Kadiev was doing to Morrell. Another open stance matchup, 100%. Ant McQueen, 100%. We got 10 people in the building here. Let's make sure we hit the like button as we're going into the building. 20 seconds left in the 8th round right now. Lorena needs to do something special. Lawrence Okoli babysitting a very comfortable lead here, using that left hand to control the distance, and nothing special coming from Lorena. We're pretty much done with the 8th round right now. I don't know what Lorena plans on doing, but he has to do something special. I wonder what instructions Lorena's corner is giving him in order to make this fight competitive, man. You're doing nothing. Surviving means nothing here. This is not going to get you the fight. This is not going to get you where you need to be. You need to take a chance. You need to take some risk. B-roll here to Alexander Usyk getting his hands wrapped, and it looks like the gloves are getting put on him as he's getting ready to step to the ring right now and defend his unified championship against that IBF champion in Daniel Dubois. Salute to everybody in the building. Grail Subel in the building says blessings to you and the family. Clay, one love you, man, and no doubt, man. Thank you, Gail, Subel. Thank you, man. Salute, man. One love back at you, man. Thank you, man. Let's see. We're in Wembley right now, expecting a packed out building tonight. 80,000 plus people in the building coming to see Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois settle their differences. Undisputed heavyweight championship on the line tonight. Big fight in London, man. Wish I was there. Wish I was right there in the UK to watch these guys put it in. Salute. Salute, 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 salute. 13 people in the building. Let's make sure we hit that like button, man. There we go. Top of the 9th round right now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the 9th round right now. Okoli back on that jab. Lorena, it's up to him to do something here if he wants to win this fight. If he doesn't do anything, expect Lawrence Okoli to keep moving with the same pace, the same cadence, and just protect that lead and get to the next chapter. Lorena's not that big of a name, so why would Lawrence Okoli risk anything stupid happening at this point? It's going to be up to Lorena to push the pace and make something happen here. Lawrence Okoli back on that jab, using that jab, following it, using it as a rangefinder, not being called to do anything separate. Lorena not doing anything special right now. Over the top left hand by Lorena hits nothing but air. Lawrence Okoli sees that coming from a mile away. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hit the like, support, Playground. Thank you, Grail. I appreciate that. Esau Easy says salute, Clay. Appreciate you taking time to give us that commentary in the space. No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man. Man, I didn't even know about nice. Little check left hook by there by Serena in the middle of that melee right there. Caught Lawrence Okoli, but once again, falls right into a clinch. Doesn't do anything special. I'll be shocked if the judges even caught it, right? It is what it is. Coley back on that jab, standing on that jab, throws a little weak jab to the body just to control the distance. Coley's not been forced to do anything special in this fight, so why would he, right? There we go. Lorena goes with a straight right hand to the body, tries to come over the top of the left hand. but gets smothered by Lawrence Okoli pretty much. Check right hook by or check left hook by Coley. Tries to enter with a straight right hand. There we go. Nice straight right hand hook or uppercut to the body of Serena. We down to 1 minute and 10 seconds in the ninth round right now. Neither one of these fighters looking like they're doing anything special to get the attention of the boxing space. Just, Lawrence Okoli taking his win, and Lorena looks like he's comfortable with just surviving at this point. 15 people in the building. Let's make sure we hit the like button as we come into the building. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Salute to all you guys, man. Man, we're at 45 seconds into the ninth round right now. Once again, nothing special. Nothing special, man. Lawrence Okoli looks off either to the camera or to the to the clock, to the timekeeper, and sees that he doesn't have to do anything crazy right now, just biding his time. And Lorena just comfortable with surviving. We're at 25 seconds in the ninth round right now. And Spike's not showing anything special, man. What are either one of these guys going to do against a Martin Bakoli or a G Cabiel or any of the up and coming heavyweights in the division right now? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Lawrence Okoli is just trying to set up that big right hand right now. We're heading towards the end of the ninth round right now. Final round about to be in the box shortly. In the box. 16 people in the building. Let's make sure we hit that like button. We're done with the ninth round. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of excited to see this fight end. So let's see what happens in the 10th round. If I was his corner, I'd be hitting him with a bucket of cold water, letting Lorena know, I need you to put it all out on the line right now. Let your hands go. Push your pace. Stop this guy if you can stop this guy. Do not sit here and give me another round like these last 9 rounds I've had to weather and watch you go through. That's what I'll be telling Lorena. But then again, I'm just a YouTube content creator. Don't listen to me, Gina. Don't listen to me. You know what I mean? Don't listen to me. It is what it is. It is what it is. The arena's starting to pick up though. A lot of people in the building, man. A lot of lights in the building. People are stacking up all through the rafters, man. Ready to see this fight happening. We're at the top of the 10th round right now. Referee gives them final instructions going into the championship round. Bell rings, and we're at it, man. Let's see. I want to see. Let's see if Lorena's willing to do something. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 10th round here. Lorena, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Lorena? Do you want to do something special tonight? Do you want to get this win? Big upset over Lawrence Okoli puts you right in there. Are you scared of the real adversity that the top 10 heavyweight fighters have to offer you? He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. I think he should be really embarrassed with himself, upset with himself. When he looks back at his video, I just feel like Lorena is going to understand he could have done a lot more than what he did, man. Just keeping it real, man. Both heavyweights fights were a little subpar. I agree with you, 2 cents, 100%. I agree with you 100%, 2 cents. I can't even argue with it. We're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 10th round right now. Lawrence Okoli becoming a little bit more active with that right hand, with that jab, that left hand, no longer using it as a range fighter, actually throwing it with some bad intentions on it, bouncing on his toes right now. It's up to Lorena to do something special. Okoli with a 1-2 down the middle catches Lorena catches it off his gloves, goes into a clinch. Referee separates him. They're back at the middle of the ring right now. Let's see what these guys are willing to do, man. Put something on the line. I want to see if these guys are willing to put something on the line right now, man. Looks like both these guys are willing to walk out just to survive this fight. We're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the 10th round right now. Okoli comes in with a check left hook, hits gloves, straight right hand to the body, uppercut to the body by Lawrence Okoli on Lorena right there. Lorena back in that high guard, allowing Lawrence Okoli to use that left hand as a range fighter, doing nothing to oppose the strategy and the cadence that Lawrence Okoli is bringing in there. Walking down Lawrence Okoli, but not letting his hands follow to make any type of real difference right now. We're down to 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the 10th round right now. This is the last championship round, back into a clinch as the referee separates them, and these guys find themselves in the middle of the ring. Lawrence Okoli just working off that jab, taking his time and walking them into periodic straight right hands and check left hooks. Straight right hands to the body of Lawrence Okoli doesn't even connect. To the body of Lorena, doesn't even connect like that. Doesn't even connect right now. Salute to everybody in the building right now. 2 cents says both heavyweights were okay, no doubt. Same comments as before. 1-2 by Lawrence Okoli, throwing it in there with a little desperation on that right hand. Catches Lorena catches it off the gloves and they continue to move forward as the referee separates the clinch. We're down to about 20 seconds left in the 10th round. Nothing special, man. You gotta get this fight to Lawrence Okolie easily, but these guys right here, man, this is a big opportunity. When Turkey's putting you on these cards, you got to take the opportunity to do something special. If at a minimum you want to get invited back, but also obviously if you want to go ahead and get that push behind you to get into the biggest fights, we need to see that you're worth it, right? We're down to less than 10 seconds. It's over with. 10 rounds in the books. You ask me, I give Lawrence Okolie 10 rounds a zip, maybe 9 rounds to one, however you want to look at it. But this is a dominant win by Lawrence Okolie. But Lawrence Okolie, more importantly, in my opinion, sitting in that right corner, winded right now, back in his corner as they try to celebrate with him, and he's just trying to get his wits about him. We're going to the judges. Let's see what the judges score on this card, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. Nothing special in that fight, man. But at least we're that much closer to the big fight that we're here to see, which is Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk, right? So nothing horrible. What is that right there? Oh man! Salute to everybody in the building, man. Thanks for stepping up, man. You know, earlier today, guys, I got an opportunity to take a look at that interaction between Devin Haney, or excuse me, Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr. Interesting interaction, man. As Bill Haney making obviously Bill Haney's been on this performance enhancement drug campaign, trying to really get the boxing space to acknowledge how this is a big problem in boxing and how we need to do everything in our power to get in front of that, in front of this being a big thing in boxing. But ultimately, the argument came down to something simple as far as whether or not Brian Norman Sr. was registered for 365 days testing and whether or not he should or he shouldn't. Brian Norman Sr. seemed to not have too much of a problem with it, but at the same time, pushing back at the idea that these guys are putting this jacket on him and his son, shedding some negative light to their brand and involving performance enhancement drugs and testing, nasty mud on their name, and really took some indifference with that point in stance. I thought it was a legitimate argument coming from Bill Haney, but at the end of the day, as a boxing fan, I'm looking at it more so towards the direction of, this fight gonna happen or not gonna happen? Is Bill Haney okay with the contract that he signed to fight against Brian Norman? And if he is, we're good. But if there's some amendments or things he wants to add to it that could end up forcing this fight into a situation where it can't happen in November, how does that affect the Haney brand, the Haney reputation? A lot of people already speaking to the idea that these guys picked this fight against their will, that they wouldn't pick this fight as one of their first fights into the welterweight division if they had a choice. So you see them back out with something as ludicrous as the testing going on, which I'm sure is already involved in the contract. And I think it's an argument there to say that Devin Haney may be a little scared, right? A little PTSD. We'll see. We'll see. I need something to drink. I got some water in the fridge. I'm about to stand up in a minute. I promise you. We're heading down to the decision right now. Has the decision been dropped already? What's going on here? Lawrence Okolie, in my opinion, comfortably should win this fight 9 rounds to zip, if not 10 rounds zip. But let's see what the judges are coming up with. They're taking their time with this decision. Let's see what they're thinking about it. 19 people in the building. Go ahead and hit that like button as you step into the building. Salute to Grill. So Grill, and it says frames is fire play. Thank you, man. Aunt McQueen says if the opposition won't influence an adjustment, don't make one. I agree with you, man. And I mean, it sucks as a boxing fan to watch it turn into that. But yeah, man, if there's no real necessity for Lawrence Okolie to change up anything or adjust to anything, then why should he, man? The victory is his priority, right? He doesn't get paid any more or any overtime or anything to make this fight more exciting. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Guys, hold the line for me for a second here. I'm going to put you on a pause for a second. I'm going to get me something to drink, man. Hold on one second. I'm back. I'm back, guys. Don't know what the was. I don't know if the decision happened yet or not. Sitting on this couch here. I got my trunks on. I was swimming. Did a couple laps in the pool earlier. You know what I mean? Where my blackberries at, man? There we go. Got me some blackberries. What's going on here, man? Turkey comments made me think about those behaviors and maybe Morel trying to stay in those good graces. What's going on here? What am I missing in the chat right now? Boxing is in such a great space right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm watching a lot of content creators just hating on this turkey thing. It's just amazing to me, man. I just don't understand. I just don't understand, man. I thought people were fans of boxing, man. This is confusing to me, man. It's getting to that point for me personally. I don't know about everybody else, but all these arguments about Turkey Al-Sheikh and what he's doing in boxing and taking away boxing in America, I mean, it's just getting old. I'm hearing it so much. I hate to just dampen the party a little bit with that topic, but it does seem kind of crazy to me, man. I don't know, man. I just wish people were better. I wish people were just better because it sounds like a lot of outside of boxing politics involved inside of boxing. Mhm. Yeah, 2 cents, 100%, man. It seems kind of crazy that we can't just come together and appreciate the sport for what it is and acknowledge the whole entire landscape of boxing for what it is, which is what we need. It is what it is. There we go. We got Daniel Dubois right now. Camera B-roll on Daniel Dubois looking dialed in and focused, getting his last swig of water right there. Worked up a nice little sweat right there. Good warm-up probably for him. Man, this fight is a huge opportunity for Daniel Dubois to do something special. In my opinion, personally, Daniel Dubois is the official future of heavyweight boxing, man. Shared the ring with Usyk already before. Did special things last year. Had comeback of the year last year. You kind of a little part of you just kind of roots for Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? Because coming from all of the questions on his integrity and on his will, on his grit, to make it to this point right now, to where he's in the ring challenging Alexander Usyk, bringing his IBF title to the conversation to become undisputed. It's actually movie worthy, man. It's movie worthy. You know what I mean? 15 people in the building. Let's make sure we're hitting the like button as we come in here. Appreciate everybody in the building. Gabriel Sobel said, content creators lost me when they said Saudi money is ruining boxing. Yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah, a little bit, man. On this tequila, I don't remember what the name of this tequila is, but it's supposed to be like a real good tequila. Not like the other ones. I'm hearing all these rumors about the. Okay, we back in the building. Good, good, good. Who the? Oh, we getting spammed. Shout out to 2 cents for getting in front of that, man. I appreciate you. I got this tequila. I got on this tequila, man. We bought a bottle of this. Me and my sister. My wife don't drink, but me and my sister. And I'm hearing all these rumors about tequila now. You know what I mean? All these additives and this artificial thing going on with the mass production of tequila. And we're drinking like a whole bunch of nonsense. So I don't know. This seems to be one of like Mexican um, grassroots tequilas. It's supposed to be the last of the Mohicans, one of the last. I don't know. It is good though. It is good. What do you want me to tell you? Let me see here. Grell, let me see here. Ann McQueen, man, I always appreciate his input here. Says he's responding to Grail Sobel in here, but says the emergence of Turkey has turned many content creators into Captain America. Yo, listen, Ant. That's why I fuck. That's why I fuck with you, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know I fuck with you, bro. Like you one of those guys in this space, man. Really wish your channel would get a lot more attention and people like you would get a lot more attention in the space. Um, and I'll tell you, man, I know you're doing your own thing, and maybe this boxing space isn't everything for you. You're just loving boxing, but don't stop, man. I think we're gonna walk boxing into the new era, into the new space that it needs to be in, man. Boxing, the global sport that it is, man, bro. Look at these people in the building, man. Look at the building right now. I don't know. It's probably about 50, 60,000 plus people in the building right now. I think they're anticipating over 80,000 people to come watch this event. But could you imagine Shakur Stevenson fighting Conor Ben in front of this crowd, or Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson fighting in front of 80,000 people like this? I mean, I wish those guys were able to wrap their minds around how epic and historical these events could be if boxing could just the fan base could understand and really do a better job at embracing what this could end up turning into. You know what I mean? You know? Girl said I'm on that Casamigos. Man, I heard something about Casamigos, bro. I'm telling you, Casamigos, Terramana, um, I can't remember. There's a couple of them out there, man. I'm hearing some information on them, man. I'm telling you. Tequila's tequila's a very popular type of liquor right now with the spring breakers and everybody in the club. Everybody want to take shots of tequila, hit the lime, you know what I mean, hit the salt, and they're mass producing this in an unhealthy way, in a very unhealthy way, where we're not getting like that puro. Yeah, she says that putting poison in the poison is nasty work. 100%, man. Let me see. Let me go grab that tequila and tell you what brand it is that we rocking with. Ah, that Cimarron right here. Just pulled it out the freezer. Cimarron, coming out of Jalisco, Mexico, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here. You know what I mean? This is like real, like the real deal. This isn't like any type of like artificial flavors or any type of processing or anything like that. Somebody was schooling me. The guy um in the spirits store was schooling me as to like how long the agave has to be like cured and grown before it can be used um in the tequila, and that these guys are like GMOing it, bro. We got like GMO tequila, right? I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, Kai Fly says that Terramana, man, right? I rock with the Terramana. I'm a big fan of Terramana, man. Shout out to Dwayne Johnson. Shout out to The Rock, man. But I heard some bad rumors, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna share it all here because I'm not too sure about it, but I'm telling you, I heard some weird energy about what's going on over there in the mass production of these bottles of tequila, specifically tequila, because tequila is extra popular in comparison to your whiskeys, your bourbons, your vodkas, your rums, and things of that nature. Tequila really is way more popular, and I'm hearing like we need to watch what we're drinking here on that name tequila. Yeah, no doubt, Grail. Let me see. Cornelius Jenkins said, "So, yo, how come you and Blue don't you live together anymore? I love watching y'all." I mean, that's Blue. I don't know. Blue's my dude, man. We still talk, text message, talk on the phone, but I know Blue's been moving dealing with some things with the family, and you see he's moved his time a little bit. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, to be honest with you. That's my guy though. In real life, right? Blue's my guy, man. For real. We fuck with each other like that. Um, outside of YouTube, to be honest with you, you know what I mean. But I don't know, man. I just kind of being patient, allowing Blue to kind of figure out. Um, just let him figure it out. I mean, he's the OG in the conversation when it comes to that. So kind of moving to his pace, moving to what he's got going on. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he got going on all the way like that. I'm just giving him the space. No pressure for me. You know, no pressure for me. Let's see here. Grail Cornelius. Grail Sabril says you put me on. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Looks like we got Daniel Dubois making his way to the ring right now. Crowd full of a whole bunch of phone cameras right now as they're anticipating bringing in Daniel Dubois into the ring. I'm real excited to see this fight, guys. I think Daniel Dubois has a real good chance to win this fight. I'm favoring him to win this fight, but he's going to do something special. For me to sit here and say that I'm favoring Daniel Dubois to win this fight is one thing. A lot of people are going to look at me like I'm crazy because Alexander Usyk has proven it's such a tried, true, proven heavyweight in the division. Daniel Dubois, I don't know if he's shown the boxing space anything extra special, but what he has shown, I think the boxing space, in my personal opinion, is how committed and how dialed in he is, and he's shown what will, right? What will and grit can get you in boxing. I think in this fight right here, this is going to be an opportunity for him to show the whole entire boxing world that it's not just the grit, it's not just the will, but there's also some skills in here. Daniel Dubois is going to have to show some skills. He's going to have to show some pedigree about himself. He's going to have to box with Alexander Usyk at some point tonight. But at the same time, guys, watch out. Daniel Dubois can dial in and show that he has a pedigree, but he can't leave the fight. The fight is what separates him between Alexander Usyk. The punching power, the aggression, the ability, the stopping power, the imminent danger that he presents in the ring needs to remain there. If he allows Alexander Usyk to trick him out of that and convince him that he needs to get into a boxing match with Alexander Usyk to where he's trying to win the point game, he's trying to outpoint Alexander Usyk, this could be a long, boring fight, but more importantly, could end up with Daniel Dubois walking out with a widespread margin on the loss here, on the judge cards, on the cards, right? So, big fire show going on right now as they're trying to make a big spectacle of Daniel Dubois coming into the ring right now. Big fire show right now in the middle of Wembley. Salute to everybody in the building. We got a couple people in the building, 20 people in the building. Hit that like button as you step in here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Daniel Dubois, stepping in, get ready, walking into the ring right now. Who is Daniel Dubois, man? This fight right here, let me tell you something, man. These fights, especially in the heavyweight division, they say where the heavyweight division goes, so does boxing. Daniel Dubois having an opportunity to honestly change so much. And this fight, in my opinion, could put the heavyweight division where it's supposed to be in boxing, man. I mean, when you look at the welterweight division, junior welterweight or the super welterweight or junior middleweight divisions, and you go up into the middleweight and super middleweight divisions, all the way to the light heavyweight division, those divisions have been leading the way for such a long time, specifically the welterweight division. But there was a time and period where the heavyweight division was the end all be all, the statement making division. But we just haven't had those fighters in the past 10 to 20 years. Now we're seeing a generation of heavyweight fighters step up and show out. And you're looking for that standout, right? Alexander Usyk, 38 years old going into this fight. Tyson Fury, I know he's not that old, but it just represents another era of boxing as well, as far as the Klitschko's are concerned and these fighters that held it down in their era. But we haven't had that standout young heavyweight fighter to really show out and put the heavyweight division on notice, right? And we see a lot of young fighters coming up right now. When you look at Moses Atuma, Even when you look, oh man, the crowd is packed out, man. Look at the fireworks. Look at the show going on right now. Daniel Dubois is making his way into the ring right now. It's silent right now, so I don't know what music he's got playing. The rain clearly is cleared up as it was raining a little bit earlier, but the building is packed out, man. This is a big fight. Shout out to the UK who are just completely celebrating boxing in a way I wish America would celebrate boxing. I really wish the UK would jump on, excuse me, America would jump on the same energy and the algorithm that the UK is showing when it comes to boxing. But here Daniel Dubois goes making his way to the ring right now. Big British flag behind him. Everybody's going crazy in the building. Daniel Dubois looks so dialed in, so focused, man. He just understands it, man. And I can't help but cheer him on, man. I can't help but cheer him. I want to see him do something special in boxing. You see how much this means to him. And he has all the intangibles. He's athletic. He's got that build. He's got the power. He's got that dangerous right and left hand. You know what I mean? He has all these different aspects. You know, this fight against Alexander Usyk, who's probably a first round Hall of Famer, with or without this fight, doesn't make a difference. A victory tonight for Daniel Dubois, just this fight right here could get him into the Hall of Fame, right? Let's be honest. This fight right here could do it. Salute to everybody in the building right now, man. Salute to everybody in the building right now. Aunt McQueen, what's Aunt McQueen saying? Hold on. Aunt McQueen said something significant here. Aunt McQueen says, gotta find a way to disguise that right hand to maximize his chances of landing it unless he's hoping on Usyk falling asleep behind that. Well, 100%, man. 100%. And I'm going to tell you the truth, man. It's going to be those first 3 to 4 rounds. If Daniel Dubois goes ahead and starts to work that body, straight right hands to the body, or straight left hands to the body, straight right hands to the body, left jabs to the body, right hand to the body, takes his time, he can set something up special. But he has to take the gas away from Alexander Usyk in this fight. He has to come in a more intelligent, more knowledgeable fighter. He shared 12 rounds. Excuse me. What was it, like 9 rounds? I don't remember how many rounds he spent. Excuse me. That tequila started to kick in. But he shared the ring with this guy, and he's seen this guy vulnerable. He needs to continue. This needs to be round 10, round 11, whatever round after that round he got stopped in. It needs to be that for him. You know what I mean? Salute Sonny Augustine in the building. Salute, salute. Gary Antoine versus Roach. I mean, that'd be a decent little fight, but I'd like to see Lamont Roach versus Shakur Stevenson right in somewhere, some big stadium in America. That's what I'd like to see. Believe it or not, more than I want to see Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank. I don't care to see Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank. I mean, I'll watch it. It was a great fight last time, but I don't have that history. I'm not from England. I don't have that connection with them like that. But Alexander Usyk getting ready to make his way to the ring right now. God bless, Sonny Augustine. God bless, man. 24 people in the building. Let's hit that like button on the way in. Alexander Usyk making his way back in the ring. Let's see what they do. Guys, what a team sport, right? As you watch Alexander Usyk make his way to the ring, look at the team around him. Look at the people around him. Everybody's dialed in, man. Every single one of those people walking with him, except for the two security guards on the right and the left, had so much to do with getting him to this point. We watch these two fighters get in the ring with each other, and sometimes you got to highlight the fact and the idea that this was a whole team effort. Training camps, nutrition, support. Alexander Usyk separating himself from his family to get ready for this fight at some camp somewhere. And these are the people that you see walking in the ring with him that are in that house with him. They're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with him. They're training him. They're keeping him motivated when he feels like giving up, when he feels like walking away from the sport. These guys keep him dialed in. What we see in the ring is just the end result of that work they put in, man. What a team sport boxing is. And when you watch a team fall apart, guys got to put the weight on it to understand what that really means. You know, it means a lot. You know, he doesn't walk into that ring alone, and he doesn't suffer the loss alone when he loses, and he doesn't celebrate the win by himself when he wins. Same thing with Daniel Dubois, man. And that's another thing that makes this fight so interesting and it makes it so exciting because you know Daniel Dubois also has a very similar support system with Don Charles in his corner and his father in his corner and the people that are invested in his future. He fights for all of them. It's part of the will. It's part of that grit that separates him from the rest of the heavyweights in the division, man. Big deal, man. Packed out arena. I'm very interested in how many people in the building. Guys, I'm not listening to the fight live, so I don't know. I'm sure they communicated. Feel free to put in the chat if you happen to know how many people they have in the building. I know they were expecting well over 80,000. I heard rumors of over 90,000 in the building for this fight. But this is huge right now. Let's see here. Go Daniel. Don't let anything let's see here. Adam says, go Daniel, don't let anything get to you. My guy, no doubt, man. 2 cents comes from watching fights in half speed like a degenerate, man. McQueen. Kyle Fly says, it's giving. Hell yeah, brother. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man. By the way, salute and shout out to the IBO, man. The IBO gets no gets no respect. They call it the four belt era. But this man holds an IBO title. He's a five division undisputed ex-champion getting ready to challenge and go for it again. We need to acknowledge that IBO, man. Let's show some love to that IBO title, man, and stop playing around with this four belt era conversation. It's officially, as far as I'm concerned, the five belt era, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. That's how I feel about it. Mike Buffer in the ring right now, making it a classic. Salute the teacher in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to everybody in the building. I know there's 1,000,001 lives going on right now. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button as you step in. Man, we loving boxing, man. I love boxing, man. It's crazy. And I say it with a certain passion because I don't know if I was here a year and a half ago. I think a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was just a regular fan of boxing, just kind of liking who I like. But as I've watched boxing on a global level, watching the Japanese fight, watching the Eastern Europeans, getting a relationship with my African American community as far as the boxing is concerned, I was always here right along with you guys, right? I was always here with Javante and Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Shakur and, all the fighters that we know to be who they are. But, getting this relationship with boxing on a global, international level, I have so much more respect for the game. I just can't limit it to just one area in boxing, man. I'm going to watch it all, man. I'm going to talk about it all. And I'm going to analyze it and share perspective on the whole sport. Love the sport, man. The beauty, the art of boxing, the martial art that it really is, man. It's something to be celebrated, man. So happy that I can catch this fight with you guys today and call it, man. I'm gonna try my best to call it to the best of my ability. You guys know how I do it. We're gonna call this damn fight, man. Call it straight down the line, and we're gonna find out who the best heavyweight in the world is tonight together. Salute to 2 cents boxing in the building, putting a color in the chat, man. I appreciate that, fam. Put $2 in the chat. Says, thanks for calling the fight, man. Thank you, 2 cents, man. I appreciate that, man. My pleasure to call the fight, man. Thank you for being here with me to hear me call the fight, to watch the fight with me. How about that? How about that? You know what I need, guys? I need me something to write with so I can collect this score. Hold on one second. I'll be right back with you guys. So I'll have to write on it. Got my wife's glittery pen, bro. You know she gonna want it back. You know she gonna want it back. I'm gonna give it back to her too, because I don't really want it, right? There we go. Let's get it, man. I got me a little paper here to write my scorecard on. Usyk, line down the middle, Dubois. Let's get it. Usyk, hey, yo, Usyk got something. What you got going on? It's a regular old champ. Okay, I thought he was iced out. I thought Usyk had 500,000 around his neck. I'm like, yo, go ahead, Usyk. I thought he put a half a ticket around his neck. You heard? Salute to H. Beppa, 1978 in the building. Shout out to you, family. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today. I'm gonna miss a lot of these nighttime cards because I got my daughter's sweet 16. Y'all wish my daughter a happy 16th birthday. She'll be 16 years old. That's my baby. That's the youngest one. We all right. We a couple years down to getting them out the nest and being done with. Tonight to her sweet 16. She got all her friends coming out. Got me dressing in white. We all got to dress in white because she's special. She's gonna be wearing something colorful and we can't outshine her. So we're all gonna be wearing white tonight. Face off right there. As Alexander Usyk is looking Daniel Dubois eye to eye, man. You see Alexander Usyk so dialed in, and Daniel Dubois looking at Alexander Usyk, letting him know, oh man, the aggression. Oh, guys, if you can't feel that energy, I know what to tell you. Big fight tonight. As the heavyweight division goes, so does the rest of boxing. This one for all of it, undisputed heavyweight championship of the world on the line. Let's get it. Top of the first round. Let's go. There we go. Daniel Dubois walking down Alexander Usyk, but on that jab, taking his time, man. Look, standing on that jab. Who's going to win the jab battle tonight? As we're watching this fight, there's a good chance that whoever wins the jab battle is going to win that fight. Nice. Daniel Dubois taking his time on that jab. Alexander Usyk also standing and being aware of the power, clearly aware of the power that's coming at him in the danger that that Daniel Dubois provides in the ring right now. Nice straight jab by Daniel Dubois. Catches Alexander Usyk coming in. 1-2 by Daniel Dubois, walking Alexander Usyk in. Straight right hand by Daniel Dubois. I'm liking what I see from Daniel Dubois tonight. Alexander Usyk taking his time to process the data here, but Daniel Dubois wasting no time, man. Doing a great job at boxing, man. On his toes, standing on that jab. Ooh, nice straight jab. Straight right hand by Alexander Usyk, catches Daniel Dubois right on the tip of his chin. Straight right hand by Daniel Dubois, right down the middle, catches Alexander Usyk right on his gloves. There we go. Nice straight right hand uppercut by Daniel Dubois, sort of. You know what I mean? Going at Alexander Usyk. Nice round. Nice straight jab by Alexander Usyk on Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois taking his time, showing that poise, doubling up on that jab, doubling up. Usyk staying on his toes, moving around, using that lateral movement, pivot, spinning. Daniel Dubois not allowing Daniel Dubois to go ahead and get too comfortable, staying on that jab, standing in front of Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois taking his time with that jab, doubles up on that jab, straight right hand. Usyk continues to move, use that lateral movement, but Daniel Dubois doing a good job of being patient. Straight right hand down the middle. Oh, check left hook. Alexander Usyk spins off to his right, gets right out the way of that. We're down to 1:05 damn near of the first round right now. Great round right now. Daniel Dubois finally starting to shoot some jabs to the body. I was waiting for that to happen here, hoping Daniel Dubois doesn't go ahead and get too mesmerized and lulled into this outpointing system and attacks that body. We're down to 50 seconds left in the first round right now. 20 people in the building. Hit that like button. Dubois gotta go to the body. 100% average, Joe. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. We down to 40 seconds left here in the first round here. Daniel Dubois on that jab. Straight right hand down the middle. Straight right hand down the middle for Daniel Dubois. Got jabbing him. Straight right hand. Listen, man. Alexander Usyk caught in that corner on the ropes for a little bit, but was able to spin out to his right and get up out of there. But it was looking interesting for a minute there. 20 seconds left in the first round. Daniel Dubois shooting heavy right hands down the middle, headhunting a little bit, in my opinion. Nice straight left hand by by Alexander Usyk to Daniel Dubois. Actually got Daniel Dubois backing up a little bit. We're down towards the end. Nice. Alexander Usyk letting his hands go right now. I don't know who you're gonna have win this round right now. I'm it's 50-50 for me. There we go. Great first round. Alexander Usyk understanding that running from Daniel Dubois is not gonna do it tonight, right? It's not gonna do it. He has to sit in there, not necessarily trade, but in order for Alexander Usyk to capitalize on those opportunities, he's going to have to maintain that mid-range space, which means that he can't run away and he doesn't want to back out. Doing a great job, Alexander Usyk, of not backing straight out, using his lateral movement to keep that distance where he needs to be to capitalize with the mid-range, but also being very aware of the danger that's in front of him of Daniel Dubois, man. Staying on that jab, nice jab work by Alexander Usyk, and I'll be honest with you, Daniel Dubois doing a decent job as well. But if you're asking me who won that first round, let me go ahead and shorten it up, my long-winded ass. I'm going to give Usyk that first round. We got 10-9. First round goes to Alexander Usyk. Let's see how the second round goes in this one. What do you guys got it going? Oh, man. T says 1-0 Dubois. I edged it even though it was close. No doubt. Bub said Usyk won that round. The jab, the jab. Yo, Bubs, I'm right here with you, man. Let's see here. Mason Lucy says, Clay, you on the boat? No, I ain't on the boat, brother. I ain't on the boat. There we go. Straight left hand down the middle, catches Dubois coming in. You know, the funny thing about it, we got to remember, guys, timing is everything, but Dubois has shown that he has a good chin, right? He's dealt well with getting hit straight by Philip Ergovich, and Gerald Miller hit him with some straight shots, and even Anthony Joshua hit him with some clean shots. Daniel Dubois, if he hasn't shown the boxing space anything, is that he has a good chin. So although we're watching Alexander Usyk score on these exchanges, is he hurting Daniel Dubois? I'm not seeing it yet. Daniel Dubois looking like he's priority putting priority on keeping that range and keeping himself available to land that kill shot. But Alexander Usyk seems to be outboxing Daniel to a certain degree. Let's see what Daniel Dubois is willing to do here. We're at 2 minutes left 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second round right now. Alexander Usyk doing a great job of keeping Daniel Dubois busy, staying there, available to capitalize off of those counter-punching opportunities that Daniel Dubois may leave him as he's throwing his own shots. But Daniel Dubois also doing a good job at keeping that pace, trying to study, both fighters trying to study the cadence of each other before they can decide to open off some sort of real offensive onslaught here. There we go. Nice. Alexander Usyk pivots out to the right, spins out Daniel Dubois. Once again, not backing straight out, keeping that lateral movement to keep that space, but stay off, keep his head off the line of Daniel Dubois so he doesn't catch anything bad coming off that nasty right hand. Oh, nice. Daniel Dubois tries to throw a straight right hand, misses it. Alexander Usyk responds with his own left, straight catches Daniel Dubois right on the chin, continues to move there. Great fight right now, guys. Great heavyweight fight. Daniel Dubois back on that jab. Alexander Usyk stepping off the line, staying off that, keeping his head off that line and stepping off to the right, steps off to the left a little bit now, starting to move, trying to find these opportunities to capitalize off of Daniel Dubois, who's clearly headhunting. I wish I would see Daniel Dubois operate more on that body. He's not attacking the body as much as I would like to see him. Looks like he's headhunting. I don't know if that's the right game plan going into this fight, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. The jab was popping Dubois' head back. I agree. Denzel Horton says, why are you calling it? Why are you not calling it with Blue? I don't know. I didn't even know Blue was calling the fight, but I'm on vacation right now, so I'm calling it, last minute. I don't know. Denzel said, why you not calling with Blue? Blue didn't call me and let me know he was calling it. I don't know. The Buzz Boxing said the jab was popping Dubois' head back. Yeah, 100%. Alexander Usyk doing a good job of keeping Daniel Dubois at bay with that jab. But dang, there we go, Daniel. Nice. Straight left hand down the middle, catches Daniel Dubois coming down, and Alexander Usyk backs up Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois tries to reset here. We're towards the end of the second round right now. I got to give that round to Alexander Usyk right now. We got 2 rounds to kneel Alexander Usyk up 1 round here. Later tonight, we've got Bam Rodriguez getting ready to fight against Kafu. That's going to be a great card that's going to pop off a little bit later. Let's see here. The jab was popping Dubois getting beat up. Yeah, Bubs, yeah, man. I don't know if I'm going to say Dubois getting beat up, but he's definitely down 2 rounds to none. At some point, Dubois, I'm interested in seeing what Don Charles and his father has to say about what he's been doing here. What is he going to do? What I see happening is Daniel Dubois fighting Alexander Usyk's fight. He's staying on that jab. He's trying to outpoint Alexander Usyk, and that's not what I want to see Daniel Dubois do. I really want to see him push this. In my opinion, Daniel Dubois' goal should be to turn this into a fight. You know, ultimately ending up with a lot of shots to the body, and Alexander Usyk's job is to make this into a boxing match to where he can point Daniel Dubois. But it's going to take Daniel Dubois doing something. He's going to have to take some risk in here and change this fight off into a fight. Nice straight right hand down the middle by Daniel Dubois. Alexander Usyk spins off to his right there, gets out the way, gets his head off the line of Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, following Alexander Usyk, also needs to make sure that he's not following him too much and cuts that ring off. A little bit of a mix right there pushes pushes Alexander Usyk back into the ropes. Usyk using that lateral movement, spinning off to the right, maintaining that distance. I want to see Daniel Dubois clear that space. Let's change this from that mid-range fight that it is right now and turn this into a close-range fight. Initiate, straight right hand down the middle by Daniel Dubois, catches Alexander Usyk back on that jab. Daniel Dubois doubling up on that jab, tripling up on that jab, trying to set up that right hand. Alexander Usyk continuing to use that lateral movement. We're at 2 minutes left in the third round right now as Alexander Usyk is moving over to his right. Daniel Dubois catches him midway with a nice check left hook. Daniel Dubois staying persistent. I can tell you this. I haven't seen Daniel Dubois get hurt yet. He's getting outpointed, but he's still in the fight because at the end of the day, he has the equalizer. He has that right hand. He has the power in his hands. So any given Sunday, he can turn this up. Let's see here. 2 cents says neutralized by ring game generalship. Daniel landed some clean shots, though. 100%. Let's see here. Kyle Fly says got Omari Jones on that card, too. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a nice card coming up tonight. Let's look at the replay. Dubois got caught. Whiplash. Usyk is working Daniel. Not everyone that said Dubois will win this fight, please stand up. Now, everyone, Bubs, y'all. Listen, I call for Daniel Dubois to win this fight, Bubs. So let's see what happens. We're at 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the third round right now. Straight right hand down the middle. Alexander Usyk gets his head off that line. Daniel Dubois taking his time, popping that jab out there, using it as a range fighter. Straight right hand down the middle by Daniel Dubois. Usyk continuing to stay on his wheels. Nice check left hook by Daniel Dubois. Goes right over the head of Alexander Usyk. Daniel back on that jab, staying on that jab, using it as a range fighter at times, but throwing it with some bad intentions. There we go. I think this round right here is going to Daniel Dubois, man. I'm not going to lie to you. This round right here looks like a Daniel Dubois round to me. Daniel Dubois starting to catch Alexander Usyk's rhythm a little bit better, reading him a little better. We down to 15 seconds left in the third round right now. Usyk doubling up on that jab, straight right hand down the middle again by Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois starting to find success with that right hand. He is timing out Usyk a little bit better, coming down the middle with that right hand. Now, Usyk doing a good job at outscoring Daniel Dubois, but he's not hurting Dubois. Dubois doesn't see anything that is discouraging him from pushing the pace of this fight, but he is starting to find that right hand down the middle. So, look, scorecard-wise, I am going to give Daniel Dubois that round right now. I got a 2-1. I'm giving that round to Daniel Dubois. I don't know where you guys have it, but also more importantly, what I'm seeing is that 2-1 Usyk, 100%, Adam. What I am seeing though is that Daniel Dubois is starting to find him with that right hand a little bit more. He's finding him a little bit more, not a lot, a little bit more. Usyk is still outscoring Daniel Dubois, but he hasn't managed to hurt Daniel Dubois or get Daniel Dubois' respect enough to discourage Daniel Dubois from walking him down. So Usyk still has a job in front of him. The assignment is to discourage Daniel Dubois, test his conditioning. Let's see what we can do. Daniel Dubois still a gamed opponent, but I am going to give this 2-1. I'm giving that last round to Daniel Dubois, 2 rounds to Alexander Usyk. We're at the top of the 4th round right now. Referee gives the last instructions, and we're off to the races. There we go. Oh, now Daniel Dubois starting to let his hands go a little bit more. Off that jab, worked the right hand straight down the middle, ended it off a jab, walking down Alexander Usyk as Usyk is trying to measure and keep Daniel Dubois at bay, doubling, tripling up on that jab, at times hitting nothing but air, but keeping Daniel Dubois as honest as he can in this fight, tripling up on the jab from Alexander Usyk. There we go, nice jab. The jab is working real well for Alexander Usyk tonight, but at the same time, Daniel Dubois is finding Usyk slowly but surely with that straight right hand right there. We got the scorecard up. Carl Frampton's scorecard got it just like mine. First 2 rounds of Usyk, last round of Dubois. We got a 2-1 fight right now. Nice uppercut by Daniel Dubois on Alexander Usyk. Straight right hand back on that jab as Usyk uses that lateral movement to spin out to the right now. And the fighters continue to move, spinning, moving. Daniel Dubois keeping his head off that line. Daniel Dubois to focus on cutting that ring off. There we go. As Daniel Dubois tries to catch him and hold him still a little bit with that left hand hook over the back of his head, straight right hand down the middle. Usyk letting his hands go right there. Good combination. Minute and 46 seconds left in the 4th round right now. Daniel Dubois trying to catch him right there. Now Usyk really catching that movement, catches Daniel Dubois on the way out there. 1-2 by Daniel Dubois. We're at a minute and 35 seconds left. Nice check right hook by Alexander Usyk, followed by left hand. Daniel Dubois just trying to keep him still, right? But Usyk on his bicycle, moving but staying active. No Tom and Jerry here, just controlling the distance, counter punching, and doing a good job of outscoring Daniel Dubois. We're down to a minute and 15 seconds left in the 4th round as Daniel Dubois continues to stay consistent. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like Daniel Dubois might be starting to feel a little discouraged here. A little frustration here. He's not able to slow down Alexander Usyk like he thought he might wanted to. And I don't know what the answers are going to be. I'm interested in what Don Charles is telling Daniel Dubois in the corner. I haven't seen Daniel Dubois attack that body the way I want to see him attack the body. What happened to the body campaign that gave him the success he had in that 1st round? Where's the body campaign for Daniel Dubois in this fight as he continued to headhunt? Now, nice check, right hook by Alexander Usyk. I'll be honest with you, it looked like it shook Daniel Dubois a little bit, threw him off a little bit, but we're in it. Now, there we go. Nice hook to the body, nice uppercut to the body. Finally, by Daniel Dubois, implementing a nice hook to the body. Alexander Usyk acknowledged the body shot. Referee didn't jump in there, so hey, look, it was legal, right? But you saw Alexander Usyk respond to the body shot. If Daniel Dubois acknowledges what happened right there, will he continue to attack this body? Usyk winning this boxing match right now. We're down to the top of the 4th round right now, bottom of the 4th round. It's about to be over with right now. Daniel Dubois found that body finally in this round, but did he notice what I noticed, which is Usyk responding to that body shot? What is Don Charles going to tell him right now, sitting down in the corner? What is Don Charles going to tell him right now? Yeah, 100% Eastside. Ross Scott. Salute to Ross Scott in the building, man. Salute to you, fam. Denzel Horton has it 3-0 Usyk. Usyk, please retire after this. I love you, boy. Yeah, showbiz boys. No doubt, Kyle Plow. Shout out to showbiz, man. Denzel Horton has it 4-0 Usyk. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give Usyk that last round as well. I have it 3-1, but I'm right there with you, Denzel Horton, as far as who's winning this fight right now, clearly. And shout out to, I can't remember who was in here. Yeah, Esau Easy says Dubois needs to make this a rough fight. He can't match Usyk on hand speed. I agree with you 100%, man. He needs to not be boxing all night long. He needs to turn this into a fight at some point. It's going to take some risk, and I want to see him attack that body. I'm shocked. We're 4 rounds into this fight, and I haven't seen Daniel Dubois attack the body. We're at the top of the 5th round right now. These guys are in front of each other. Big fight, heavyweight, undisputed on the line tonight. Daniel Dubois back on his jab, pumping that jab out there as Usyk using his movement, spinning out there. I don't know. Nice straight right hand by Daniel Dubois. Usyk takes it, braces for it, and spins off to the right. We're back on right there in the middle of the ring, doubling up on the jab. This is southpaw versus orthodox. So Daniel Dubois having a hard time getting that jab off the way he wants to get it done. Usyk using that leverage, nice check right hook by Usyk over the jab of Daniel Dubois. We start down. Daniel Dubois continuing to use that jab. Usyk using that movement, spinning off. Daniel Dubois has to cut this ring off. And there we go. Straight right hand down the middle. Misses Alexander Usyk as he real quick slips the shot, but doesn't respond with a counterpunch right there. We're at 2 minutes in the left in the 5th round. Alexander Usyk hook, straight hand, right hook, or left hook. Nice left hook by Alexander Usyk, followed up by a straight right hand, walking Daniel Dubois down. Straight right hand by Daniel Dubois right there. Back on that jab, pushing back. Straight right hand by Daniel Dubois. Straight right there. Usyk responds. Wow, knocks down Daniel Dubois. Catches Daniel Dubois on the way out. I didn't see the shot that caught him, but Daniel Dubois on the canvas. 5. The referee counting him right there as Daniel Dubois dealing with this frustration, looking around the ring as he dialed in. Usyk able to put him down. We're back on it. Nice. Check right hook by Alexander Usyk. Straight left hand by Alexander Usyk. And he catches him again with a straight left hand. Puts Daniel Dubois on his pockets. The referee count. Daniel Dubois trying to make his way. What is he waiting on? As he's counting, looks like it's about to be over. Waves off. Daniel Dubois stopped by Alexander Usyk. We watched Daniel Dubois pretty much damn near give up. I don't know what happened there. Alexander Usyk stops Daniel Dubois, puts all of the rumors to rest. Daniel Dubois, it looks like he gave up, guys. I don't know. He laid on his side and didn't want to get back up. Usyk stops Daniel Dubois. What a fight. I mean, Daniel Dubois just wasn't in the fight, in my opinion. Never implemented that body campaign. Never let his hands go. Wasn't able to find the success he wanted. And I'll be honest with you, mentally looked like he tapped out after round 3 or 4 as he wasn't able to get Usyk to stay still. Looks like he gave up. Looks like he gave up to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Don Charles in the corner right there. Um, they're speaking to Daniel Dubois. Usyk walks over into that corner, trying to speak to those guys and speak to Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois stands up, hugs Alexander Usyk. What sportsmanship in this fight. But Daniel Dubois, man, I just expected so much more from him in this fight, and he just didn't deliver it. He just didn't deliver it. I didn't see him put the effort forward, his heart. He looks like he gave up to me. I'm not going to lie to you. It looked like he gave up to me. It is what it is, right? Let's see in this exchange here where they're showing what happened here. Boom. What happened here? Boom. Nice check left hook, caught him right behind the ear and made him take a knee. Daniel Dubois had to take that knee. Then right here in the exchange, over the top with the left here. There we go. Check right hook, caught Alexander Usyk. Caught Daniel Dubois, put him down on a knee. I'm interested in looking at the other replay of the final shot that put him down. When it was, there we go. Doubled up on the jab, straight left hand down the middle. Boom. Nice. Caught him right on the chin with a left hook, man. Just put him down. Daniel Dubois on his side in the middle of that ring. Wasn't able. So what it came down to tonight, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, is Daniel Dubois just got outclassed, and it just shows. First of all, Alexander Usyk has more power than people want to acknowledge. A lot of power coming from Alexander Usyk that looks soft at times, but the timing that Alexander Usyk brings to this, just really just catches Daniel Dubois in the midst of throwing these shots and catches him on the chin and just chins him. And in my opinion, I saw Daniel Dubois get hit a lot harder, against Philip Ergovich or even with Anthony Joshua. But you know something? Wow, man. Damian knocked that mouthpiece out his mouth, man. Nasty check left hook right on the chin of Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois gets up and just looks like he just completely gives in, walks past right to his corner. Looks like mentally he tapped out in this fight, man. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. Let me see what we got going on in the chat right now. Let's see what's going on in the chat right now. Gave up, kind of crazy. He got stopped. 2 cents. He got stopped. Yeah, it just looks like, I don't know, man. 2 cents. I'm gonna be honest with you. He got hurt and put down, but it didn't look like he was trying to get up. That's what I mean by it. It looks like he gave up, man. It didn't look right to me, man. It is what it is. Let's see here. At McQueen says Usyk did it again, took that jab away, and was waiting on that right hand. 100% At McQueen. But Boxing says, we don't care who you want to see fight. This is why. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. All you fool that said Dubois would win, have a seat. We don't want to hear from you anymore. Okay, well, I thought Dubois was going to win, so I guess I ain't going to see you here no more, Bubs. I thought Dubois could do it, man. Listen, man, Dubois didn't attack that body the way I thought he would. I thought he'd walk away from that fight with Alexander Usyk with that information, right? With that knowledge of understanding how sensitive he is with the body. And he didn't attack that body. And I thought with the amount of movement that Alexander Usyk was using in this fight, you would expect Daniel Dubois to jab those straight right hands to that body and take that gas tank, take the wheels from underneath underneath Alexander Usyk, and let's see you slow down Alexander Usyk to set him up for that fight. But he got into like boxing Alexander Usyk and got into trying to outpoint him and just really just didn't work out for him. Let's see. Too Rich said, yeah, he gave up, but he was hurt though. Yeah, 100% Too Rich. He was definitely hurt, but it looks like he gave up. He was hurt 100%, but it looked like he kind of knew what was written. He saw what was written on the wall. He saw that, the ending was coming one way or the other, and he decided to just, go ahead and ride that count out and gave up. Usyk, we need to see you fight someone else now. Oh, Ross Scott said. Denzel Horton said he wasted everybody's time. Wow, man. Muharib Salam said, peace, Clay. Peace to you, family. I don't know if you're Muslim, but if you are, assalamu alaikum to you, man. Isai said, yeah, man, ain't nobody messing with Usyk at the heavyweight, man. Yeah, I agree, man. He's just doing his thing, man. He's just doing his thing, man. Usyk really just cementing himself as the best heavyweight of this era, man. In the past 10 to 20 years, Alexander Usyk, to me, is the best heavyweight to be in the division, man. It is what it is. Usyk, the goddamn goat bub, said, yeah, man. Muharib Salam said he quit. Man, it looked like he did. It looked like he did, man. It looked like he quit. And I hate that for Daniel Dubois, because he already earned that reputation of being somebody who quits. Hold on one second. The sun is starting to settle down here on the side of this damn building, and it's shining on me right now. Let me close this blind a little bit here. There we go. Oh, man. There you go. You gonna make me something, Jeff? I'm just gonna make one. Well, yeah. What about me? No, I mean, I'm gonna make one container. Yeah. Okay, you gonna pour me one? You gonna pour me up? I mean, shit. Why you call me Jake? That's messed up. What happened? Yo, my sister, man. Yo, my sister, bro. You know what I mean? From Rudy to the Tootie, from the ground up. You know what I mean? Man, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Trying to get me a margarita for my sister, and she's like, I'm gonna make one. I'm like, you gonna make one? She said she's gonna make one in a container. She's gonna pour me up, guys. She's gonna pour me up. It is what it is. Let's see. Let's see here, man. Shout out to everybody who popped up in the building here, man. Let's see here. New comments. Denzel, bro, you calling the fights with Hoochie Daddy? Shorts. I told you I went to the pool, man. I was in the pool, man. Dude, I wasn't gonna even call this fight. I wanted to call this fight, but I was like, yo, I'm on vacation. I'm trying to chill. I got my sister out here. We out here in Fort Lauderdale on the beach, chilling. Got ourselves a nice little Airbnb on the beach, and we trying to chill. But I'm like, I gotta call the fight. So yeah, man, I'm in my swim shorts, man. Don't clown me for my shorts, man. You know what I mean? Show me some love, man. Yeah, shout out to my wife in there laughing her ass off, man. She know what we doing out here. I had to come up from the pool. I saw the main event about to kick off. I'm like, yo, we gotta go. Wrapped up the towel, got up here to the room, you know what I'm saying? I'm here and I'm getting shots thrown at me, man. It is what it is. Thank you, baby. She said, and looking good. She loved my hoochies, she loved my shorts. You know what I mean? She know what it is, you know what I'm saying? She knows what's in my shorts. Salute. Salute. That's that tequila talking to me right now. I'm talking frisky now. So Moore said, boxing fans have to stop being prisoners of the moment. Dubois got a couple of wins. Then boxing fans pump him up as he isn't the same guy. Oh man, Shelton, I can't be mad at you. That's what you're saying. It is what it is, man. I was right there on the Daniel Dubois train. I really had a lot of faith in him and his ability to do something special tonight, man. He gave up, man. The will got broken, man. And it's not a good look for Daniel Dubois, because those who know. Although he got knocked down, he got hurt. You kind of saw it in his face. You saw the discouragement. You saw him kind of give it up and just kind of let it go. And we wanted to see more from Daniel Dubois tonight. Even on the back end of a loss, I wanted to see him be a warrior and go out on his shield and really put it in there. I just don't feel like I saw that from him tonight. I'll be honest with you. I just don't feel like I saw that from him tonight. It's a little disappointing, man, in Daniel Dubois. Very disappointing what I saw in Daniel Dubois tonight. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm not going to lie to you. No one can beat Usyk except Joe Parker. I don't even think Joseph Parker can do it. I'll be honest with you. You never bet on a quitter. Wow, Denzel Horton said, never bet on a quitter, man. I can't be mad at you guys, man. This is what comes with the game, man. When you put out performances like that, man, this is what comes with the game, man. The scrutiny, the scrutiny. It is what it is. It's earned. It's earned, man. You got to do better. It was over when they faced off. Wow. 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 Usyk said very few roids. Said very few roids, really. I can't hear Usyk right now because I got on silence. What I'm gonna do is put y'all on mute for 2 seconds here. So, guys, I heard Usyk speaking a little bit. I tapped out, put you on mute just to hear what was going on. I don't want to get in trouble for, putting the fight out on the internet. But I see somebody put something interesting in here. I think it was Ant McQueen, but let me see here. Basically said um, Usyk should retire. And I'm on the same page as you. I don't know who said it. I'm sorry. If it was Ant, salute to Ant. If it was somebody else, I apologize. I didn't get the name, what I saw. But how much more does Alexander Usyk have left to do to prove himself as the best heavyweight boxer champion in this era of boxing? He's done it all, man. He rematched Daniel Dubois in his most questionable fight that he had on his resume and stopped him. Again, by the way, so much could be said. He can continue to fight until he loses. I hear him say, "What about Joseph Parker?" I mean, there's an argument there to say that Joseph Parker deserves the opportunity at getting a shot at becoming undisputed. He's worked his comeback and done so much work to get himself in that conversation. But to keep it fair and keep it real, what is it in there for Alexander Usyk? I mean, obviously, there's money there for Alexander Usyk in the fight. Like, let me see what Daniel Dubois has to say. Hold on. Guys, so I'm watching this, and I'm seeing I've seen Daniel Dubois just, obviously looking defeated, and you're watching Don Charles, his trainer, trying to make sense of it a little bit and deliver the message the best way he can to let everybody know that, listen, it was a generational talent, heavyweight champion, best in the era in Alexander Usyk, and that Daniel Dubois, if he's going to lose to anybody, lose to somebody like this. But can our eyes, deceive us, or can we lie to our eyes as far as to what we saw happen in this fight, right? It's not that we saw Daniel Dubois lose. It's that we saw Daniel Dubois give up. We saw him. We saw him in his eyes. We saw him give up. And you know something? It hurts the brand to a certain degree. His next fight could be his best fight, and he can do what he does. We know what Daniel can do. We know what Daniel Dubois can do on his best night. We know what it can look like for Daniel Dubois. But it does look like when he's challenged, when he's put there in the blender, when it's time to put it on the line, there's some questions there that have resurfaced as far as, like Denzel Horton said a little bit earlier, he has quitting energy about him. And as boxing fans and pundits in the space, we're gonna call it how we see it. That's why I can't be mad at Denzel Horton for calling it how he sees it, because he's being honest. I saw it as well. He quit. And that quit is dangerous, because when you're operating and competing at the highest level of the sport, there's going to be adversity. And what are you going to do with adversity? Now, we've seen Daniel Dubois fight a hard fight with Jarrell Miller, but looking back at all those fights, how hard were those fights? I mean, yeah, he got punched on a little bit, but does he like it? Does he care? I don't know. But when it came down to the cerebral fight taking place in the ring, Daniel Dubois folded to the cerebral fight. I'm looking at Joseph Parker in the ring right now. Looks like he's trying to speak with Alexander Usyk the same way Daniel Dubois did when Usyk beat Tyson Fury. trying to get that attention. I would anticipate seeing Joseph Parker versus Alexander Usyk in his next fight, unless Usyk retires. For me, that's the next fight, right? That makes sense. But man, bro, we learn a lot, man. And it just goes to show you, man, until those guys fight, you don't know what's gonna happen. It is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and continue to look here in the chat right here. I got Bubs in here. You know I gotta throw Bubs up there because Bubs is my guy, bro. Even though Bubs is always coming for my head, man. He's always coming for me, bro. But I fuck with Bubs, man, a long way, bro. That's my guy, man. Salute to Bubs Boxing. Said these are great performances. You don't have to make anything up to hype the performance up. Usyk didn't leave it up to the judges. 100%, man. 100%, Bubs. 100%, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Carlos Dixon in the building, man. Salute Carlos Dixon in the building with the $20. Says, what's good, Clay? Salute to you, Carlos, man. I appreciate the support. Color in the chat, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Let's see what else we got going on in the chat here. No Mas. Miles says, no Mas says, let's see here. He says Dubois versus Parker should have been postponed and fought before he went to Usyk. Listen, I don't agree, man. I think that Daniel Dubois did what he was supposed to do, no mas. I think what it comes down to is taking the opportunity, man. And although he lost in the way he looked tonight, that bag he got, I heard he got over $70 million for this fight, man. He's changing his whole entire family's trajectory in life. And his grandchildren are gonna be very happy and celebrate their grandfather and Daniel Dubois at some point or another, and realize that he made the big sacrifices in order to put them in a position that they're in. Right? It is what it is. Right? So I don't agree, man. I don't think he should have fought Joseph Parker. I think this is the fight he should have taken. I think when opportunity knocks, you answer the door. You know what I mean? Timing is everything. Moving forward, let's see what happens with Joseph Parker versus Alexander Usyk. The heavyweight division still lies in the veteran leadership of the division, and it is what it is. I thought Daniel Dubois could capitalize off of this moment and take that momentum that he's built over the past year and walk into it an undisputed heavyweight champion, leading the new young era of heavyweight boxers. But he fell short, man. It is what it is. I still love the sport, right? I love the sport because of these moments. It is what it is, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Um, Guys, don't forget to throw some color in the chat. If you ain't throw some color in the chat, we appreciate the support, man. It goes into helping this channel get to where it's going to get to, man. I appreciate you guys. We're looking at they're getting ready for the Bam Rodriguez fight tonight, fighting against Kafu. Bam gets an opportunity to add another belt to his collection. This much closer to becoming undisputed, unifying. Beautiful thing, man. By the way, my sister did go ahead and make that margarita. She bought me the margarita. This my sister, freshly squeezed lime. You know what I mean? A little Cointreau in here. Some of that tequila I was showing you a little bit earlier, right? You know what I mean? What else goes in here? I don't know. She's in the room right now. She's in her own room right now, so I don't know. She left me, but shout out to my sister. Even though she was talking shit to me, she made me a margarita. She's Let me see here. Continue to move up here. Let's see here. Sonny Augustine, all money ain't good money. Sounds like Duck Monica Claymore diabolical. Oh man. Coach Eddie, salute to you. Said the body work was missing and zero left hooks. Look, Coach Eddie, that's what I was saying. I anticipated a better body campaign. Daniel Dubois just didn't deliver the performance I thought he would, man. All props to Alexander Usyk, but I think Daniel Dubois and Don Charles, the coach of Daniel Dubois, really dropped the ball here on the planning and the strategy into making this fight on what it was supposed to be, which was, attacking him where it seemingly shows that he was vulnerable, and he just was head hunting, he was jabbing, trying to connect with that right hand straight down the middle as much as he could, and just wasn't able to set anything up. Because in my opinion, he never gave Alexander Usyk nothing to think about. He made it easy for Usyk. It is what it is, man. Let's see here, man. Kai Fly said the PBC prelims is on right now. What time is it, man? I'm not gonna lie to you because it's about that time. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta get ready. My daughter's Sweet 16 starts at 7. I don't plan on pulling up until about 7:30 or so, you know what I mean? Don't want to steal the show, but we stepping late. I don't think she's getting walked out until about 18. It's a big thing, big deal, bro. They're making this a big deal, the Sweet 16 thing. It's not my thing. But gotta be there. I gotta be there to celebrate. It is what it is. Salute to everybody who's in the building, man. Thank you for all the love. Hit the like button. That helps the channel out a lot. Share the channel obviously at all times, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, man. Decent little event here. A lot of people showed up out here. Daniel Dubois falls short. We'll see what his next fight is going to be, what he plans on doing. Walking away from this situation with a lot of money but no belt. Alexander Usyk now two-time undisputed heavyweight champion. Huge accolades for Alexander Usyk, two-weight class undisputed champion. You can't celebrate that guy enough. Ring Magazine champion, first round Hall of Fame as far as I'm concerned. He did the work, man. We got to celebrate Alexander Usyk with what he's been able to accomplish in the sport. Beat the best that was out there. Tyson Fury was supposed to be that guy. He beat him 2 times in a row. Fought Anthony Joshua, beat him 2 times in a row. Beat Derek Chisora, beat Daniel Dubois twice, stopped him both times. You can't take nothing away from this guy, man. He's a generational talent. Is he up there with the best heavyweights to ever fight in the sport? That's up there for argument. So many great heavyweights in boxing, but as far as this era is concerned, as far as the last 20 years of boxing is concerned, I say there's an argument there to say that Alexander Usyk is the best heavyweight in the last 20 years. Last two eras, if not at a minimum, this era of boxing. Don't take anything away from Alexander Usyk. We got to celebrate him for what he's done, what he's been able to accomplish in the sport, right? Salute to all you guys. Thank you once again for showing love in the channel, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. Until the next one, guys. I got a party to go celebrate my daughter. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday so we can break down all this. We'll talk about the Bam Rodriguez fight at that time. Talk about the Tinzu Fundora fight, and we'll talk about the Manny Pacquiao, Barry Burris fight as well, and other fights that are on these cards, man. Diego Pacheco's fighting Trevor McCumbee. Catch all this boxing, man. Today, July 19th, this Saturday night is probably one of the most packed nights of boxing, man. So catch it all, man. Catch it all until the next one, man. You know what it is. Let me see here. Usyk box circles. 2 cents said, yeah, Denzel Horton, 71 million for the crap. If I was Turkey, I'd be pissed. Dubois wouldn't get no back end. Wow. And McQueen says, looking at the replay, Dubois got clipped while attempting to throw a lead hook. Got clipped when reacting, when reaching for the holster. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Until the next one, guys, it's your boy Clay. It's that ATV Combat Media, man. Catch you guys on Tuesday, man. At this point, where am I at right now? We out.